Big deal. The Consumer Electronics Show is underway in Las Vegas. Gene Munster, Loup Ventures managing partner, is there. First of all, Gene, I want to talk about the battle about smart speakers. Google's Home versus Amazon's Alexa. In your judgment, which is better?
Google Home is actually markedly better than Alexa. And Stuart, before I get into that, I want to give credit to Mark, Will, and Steve from the Loup Ventures research team, because they powered through 800 queries on all of the smart speakers to get us the results. And so, drum roll please, is Google Home properly announced the correct results 81% of the time. That compares to Alexa at 64% of the time, and Microsoft's Cortana at 56% of the time. And so, comfortable lead for Google Home in the smart speaker market. And
it's a very important market, I believe. That's how you get computers into your house and respond to them directly. Big deal, right?
It's a huge deal, and what it really plays into this whole theme of artificial intelligence and what we call natural language interface. Here at CES, AI is a huge theme, and probably the best example of AI use case today for consumers is these smart speakers.
Okay. Now, the self-driving car market, that's another very big deal here, and at CES in Vegas. Nvidia has become the latest company to join this self-driving car movement. They're partnering with Uber and VW. Who is winning that race to be the computer company behind self-driving cars?
There's two ways to play this, and you're exactly right. As last night I was at a dinner, and this Nvidia was one of the speakers there, and they two ways to play this. One is to play the arms supplier to the arms race, and Nvidia is the best way. They not only have a chip, but they have a stack of software that runs on top of it. But if you're going to play it on who is building autonomous systems, I think the number one player is still Tesla, and the number two, and this is going to be a surprise for a lot of people, is a startup company called Aurora. And they are led by Sterling Anderson. And for those of you who don't know, Sterling Anderson was the person who ran autopilot at Tesla. So they got huge amount of brain tech there at Aurora, and I think you're going to hear more from them. They just had an announcement from Volkswagen Hyundai yesterday, more from them, and I think they're going to be one of the winners.
Here's something I've got to raise with you. I'm hearing, and this is pure speculation, but I'm hearing about Apple maybe thinking about issuing a special dividend thanks to the tax breaks they're getting from this tax deal. Have you heard anything at all about this?
Haven't heard anything, but it's the most logical use case for Apple's cash. And so just to put some quick numbers, they're probably going to repatriate, after they pay their expenses, around $220 billion. And the majority of that is going to be share buyback and probably an ongoing dividend, but it would make sense that they would give a special dividend. I would caution that we probably wouldn't hear about that dividend until they report the March quarter sometime early in April. That's usually when they give the updates on capital allocation.
You could really make the same speculation about a Microsoft, for example, which also has tons of money lodged overseas, which will be brought back. And again, there will be, I suspect, there's a speculation that they're going to put it into the stock in the form of a dividend or a stock buyback. You could make this speculation about all the big tech companies, couldn't you?
You could, and one of the theories, too, is that maybe they use this for some sort of increased M&A. These big tech companies aren't starved for cash right now, so I think if you just add outrageous more amounts of cash to their balance sheet, I don't think it changes how they think about M&A. Back to your point is that I think that this probably comes to some sort of a dividend or buyback is how most investors will see the benefits of this.
Okay, I've got a minute, no, less than, I've got 45 seconds. I want you to tell me what was the most stunning thing that you have seen at the electronics show in Vegas this year.
The most stunning thing was a billboard for a smart toilet from Kohler, and the reason why I was stunned by it was I thought we're going to see AI and automation everywhere.
You know, I wasn't expecting that.
And then beyond that, I would say, Stuart, beyond that, Stuart, I think what's going on around transportation autonomy is probably going to stun most people. There's 1 billion cars on the road. There's $10 trillion a year spent on transportation. This is going to be upended, and the analogy that we like to use, these are horses on the road when you see cars today, and I can't emphasize that enough, I think autonomy is a big part.
I just can't imagine it. Gene, thanks very much for joining us. Always good information. Appreciate you being with us. Thanks, Gene.